The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for room. It's Haynes. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Byrne. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. Kearney on the Jets. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Back to throw, it's Salter. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
To the air, it's King. Going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Colorado!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them. Their offense, it really evolved, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's King. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25. He's got room. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Direct snap. It's Haynes. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Free stars will sell you.
The quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's Hayes King, man. Come on, man.
About those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make
Bro, come on, man.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second and put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man.
Really?
It's Salter. Flushed out of the pocket. Strong pass rush gets to
Bunch of little BC managers out of
the 46.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Here we go. Might be calling a hot route. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here we go, set. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Atkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And his slip's just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Back to the ground game on the left. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. short gain. They'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet them.
Nah, I knew what you was about to run that time. I knew that cross was coming.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. So
these niggas are slow on defense, man.
But it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Hosley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Scanning the field, it's Salter. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He wants to change this route. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Georgia Tech, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hosley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Got his man downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 2-point try. Go straight ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
That keeps the score. Colorado, 31.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Loss of 7. Brings up second down.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. Slithers into space. Here he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls in the deep ball. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. in the fourth quarter. You know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Oh, no.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's King. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create.
Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
At the 18.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to it, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Unleashes one. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He now has 85 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finding open areas. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He's in open space downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Salter. Makes the catch, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Williams. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah.
We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. And for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution. The guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles.
Friends like little, not like little, but just short.
Yeah.
You say while he was pick his friend up, his friend get pissed off. Then he said he faced on his daddy. He said his daddy was ugly.
They take a comedian out of him, seriously.
If that was starting to render, treated it the exact same way, and half a day later, the bark